Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. Welcome to my mess. If you could see this, you would not believe how bad this is. Things are sticking to everything. Okay, so just trying to put that somewhere else for now. All right, so we are back to Paper Pumpkin Alternatives. This is Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 2 for April 2024 kit called Delicate Wings. My little paper clip from last month's kit. So let me show you, ta-da, what you could have done. You could have done 3 of this cards, 3 of this card, and 3 of these cards, and those are the gorgeous envelopes. On the back, you have a QR code to scan for other projects, which usually they have a picture of some of those, but they don't. Now they have a picture of the add-on dies that you can scan a code to, and I do have them. They're right there. That's a great photo of them. So a visual of everything in the kit, and the coordinating colors are Basic Beige, Basic Gray, Lost Lagoon, Moody Mauve, and Champagne. Not a huge list this time. And all of a sudden, it's gotten very, very warm here. I was just outside with Hank. So this is the beautiful envelope. This is one card base. This is the basic gray card base with the champagne, not gold, champagne they say, gold looking foil, and the Lost Lagoon. Those are our 3 card bases. So you guys know videos 1 through 5, I'm going to show you everything that comes in the kit, and after that we're not doing it no more. So we have a little thing of glue dots, dimensionals, the basic gray ink spot, and some tear tape. So those are all staying in there for the moment. Let's get showing you what we have. So you got 4 of this butterfly, which we are going to use 1 of those. Then you have 4 of the half butterflies right there. You have a whole bunch of wee little butterflies, which we're going to use a couple of those. You have this sentiment strips, this one. You have 4 of these card front pieces, 3 of these champagne sheets, and then 3 of this butterfly one, 4 of these butterflies, and I think 3 of these. Yes, 3 of these. This has a slight curve to it, little pocket bit. And I think that about covers it. So let's go on to what we're going to need. Oh, you can look at the gorgeous, because they sent us this. This is great. So this butterfly and the add-on dies cut out this butterfly, which I need to do. The half butterfly, this little speckly bit, everything will be okay, surrounding you with love and sending loving thoughts your way. Great little sentiments. I had to bring in other ones, those, to do this. So from the Grown with Kindness, let me show you this stamp set from February 2019's Paper Pumpkin kit. I'm bringing in Be Kinder to Yourself and Let Kindness Flood the World. Absolutely love it. Might even bring in one of those, so I might have to keep this out because those are not mounted yet. So let's go over what we have. So I have just lost all of my supplies. Slid under my, oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, I've got to figure out where that die goes to. I have an idea. Didn't know it was there. So let me bring in what I have. I have a white Heartfelt Hexagon Punch. Well, let's go down the list. 4 1/4 by 11 of basic gray. Yeah, we're going to use the whole sheet. I have a lot of basic gray. We're going to just use that whole one. I have this back part of the envelope. It has that little flap on there. We're going to use that as well. We are actually, I didn't cut this up. I'm going to use this on the card. This just kind of, as I was cleaning up, these things kind of fell into place. I will have to go ice my stomach when this is done because it hurts right now from standing up as much and walking around. I did. So we have the back of the envelope flap. Okay. This is the envelope flap part from the kit. One medium butterfly, one basic gray butterfly from the kit, and one Moody Mauve butterfly from the kit, the white Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, and the sentiment. Where did it go to? Oh, it's right here. Be kinder. So that's what we're using. And I'm going to stick this over here because we need to score our card base. Now, for those of you who do not score your card bases, I will tell you, you get a nicer finish doing so. I did not think so at first. Sorry, I'm going to shut the door. No, Tia, come. Tia, come. Come on. Come on, Tia. In or out? Sorry, everybody. My husband's in there messing around with Hank. Oh my gosh, my husband could have just literally ended up in the hospital. That would have been great, the both of us, right? 1, 2, 3. He was rototilling for where he wants to plant corn. And we have this retaining wall. And as he backed up the retaining wall, did I just score that wrong? Well, you know what? I scored it at 5 1/4. We're going to have to score it at 5 1/2. It's just going to have to work. Okay. Sorry. Oh, that's what happened. So I need this to be at 5 1/2. So we're going to cut and we're going to stick it on a white card base. Sorry, guys. Going to have to make a note of that. It's just that got messed up. So now we're doing 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4 because I messed up my card base. I have no worries that I'll use it. 1, 2, 3. The leftovers I was actually going to do the whole card base. So I scored it, and some people like to fold where it's pushed out, where it has that bumpy ridge. I like to keep the bumpy ridge to the outside of my card base. It's just my personal preference. And the bone folder, please. So there we have it. So all this is this is just going to go onto there, but we're not going to glue it down yet. It saves me from having to put a white sheet in there. So, this piece here. Now, I do need the stamp set that goes with this. Give me a second. Because we do want a little detail on that. So we're going to grab the Heartfelt Hexagon, which this is an online exclusive. And I'm trying to think, do we want the dots or this one? And I have so many stamps now on blocks. I'm thinking we do the more detailed one. So I'm going to pick it up. You notice that all I did, because this one can get out of shape, throw it down on top, pick it up just like that. So we're going to stamp this. And I don't have to do this mushy. Now this is a older basic gray. And I'm going to show you, you can use the spots, guys. I mean, you saw me in video number 1 go to my spot box. Oh my gosh, the dog and my husband just really want to make sure it's going around. And it would be helpful if I could really see it. So let's do it this way. Now, I can do... Oh, that did not come out so well. Okay. Let's stamp and then punch. How's that? Let's try it that way. I thought I was being all like, handy-dandy. That did not work. It did not work. So let's do it this way. Stamp first. It's kind of hard to... You can do it that way. I just couldn't do it when I have a camera in my way of seeing things. So there's my punch. Now this one is going to go in this direction. And I want that kinder. Now I am thinking we're going to pop this up on, do I do Moody Mauve? You know what? Let me see. Where's the one I messed up on? Because I can try this out. I can always, let's see. This is that basic beige. Now this, you can tell it has a really green tint to it. It just does. But let's see what it looks like. That is pretty, guys. So that's what we're going to do. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't know. Okay. And the dogs and the kids and my husband. Oh, I was telling you, my husband. So Hank came home and he's like, Maji, Maji. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, Papa fell. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, he fell off the wall and he hit his head against the car. I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to get up and go down there. I'm like, Russell, what have you done? He has a spot on the back of his head. He actually hit the concrete in front of his garage. Yeah, kind of scary. And did it faze my husband? No. No, it didn't faze him at all. I took him down ice and he just held it on there for a second and then let go. Sorry, I just tapped the camera there. So that's just the way he is. So I'm going to look at this. So while I was cleaning this up, I want to show you how this came to be. I thought, oh, look at that. I could put that back on there. That would be rather pretty. Then I thought, you know what? If I scooted that over a little bit more, because I want to leave that little bit of basic gray. Oh, I'm gonna have to trim the sides down. That would be really pretty together on the card. So that is what we're doing, guys. We're putting these together, but I have to cut these sides down. Oh my gosh. And they just, oh, okay. So what I am going to do is on this envelope right here, I'm going to cut this off. So I have to start, this line is where I'm going to line up on the edge of the guillotine. So right there, cut that off. I'm going to turn it around. Hopefully I can get this straight. All right. So I took off those edges so I have a nice straight edge. But now I need some scissors because now I want to round this part off of the edge. I want that rounded edge, but I want that like that. And this, and I am just following it. Do you see this? How that, you hear that? That's this blade of the scissors resting up against the edge. And that is how I'm doing it. So those are scraps that can go in the recycle bin. Now you're going to see we're going to use that little fold edge. And that is what I was after. Actually, we can trim it down farther. All right, so let's take another little bit off of this one. Let's do it this way where we have a nice straight edge. So a little bit off of that one, flip it over. I just want to get to where I have, let's put it back on here. This is why I can't give you exact measurements on this because it's all eyeballish. All right. I think that's good. I wanted a little bit here and a little bit here showing of the gray. And this is going to go there and we're going to do a little bit of snipping off. But I'm happy with that. And I'm putting my guillotine somewhere where I'll be like, where is it? Where is it? So let's not. All right. So now we're going to glue our flap back on to the envelope. Ooh, wait a minute. is on there, right? Yes, I want it like right to the edge. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get this roughly the same amount here, right here, and then down there. But first things first is getting this glued to here. And it seems to be, we're going to go with it. It seems to be right to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put right where that sticky stuff is you lick to close the envelope. That's where I'm going to stick a line of glue. Then I'm going to stick glue here. I'm not worried about the edges at this moment. So now I'm going to take this. Now I can take, because I am using this tiny bottle. If you're not using this tiny bottle, then I'm sorry, you might have a little bit more trouble doing that. So there we have it. I could fold that over the edge, but I'm just going to cut straight. And then here, I think this is a great repurposing of both of those. So now we have our piece. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes, so I need to bring in glue here because I want this wrapped around the edge. You could have cut it off, but I'm not going to. And then remember, this is an envelope. That's all this paper is. The trick is going to be getting it I just have to worry about the two sides, and that is going to go along the edge. So what do you guys think? Pretty cool? I think so. I am really, really happy with that. Yes, I am. I am. Sam, I am, right? Uh-oh. Daughter has to wait. My phone does not ring while I'm doing a video usually, sometimes every once in a while, but my watch is like vibrating like crazy because she's probably thinking, why is my mother not answering? She should know by. I will call her in a few minutes because this is not going to take long, guys, at all. Ooh, and I just moved it. All right, so there's our gorgeous, gorgeous envelope. Now this is going to go right there, and we're going to make this flat, and I apologize if you hear the dog barking. I can't do anything about that. I just can't. My husband is one of the biggest kids, and he plays. So this butterfly is going to go right there. This element is going to go up top. We're going to bring it over a little. Yes, I'm happy with that. I got a little glue where I don't want it. So let's take that off. Oh, after my daughter rough trip to the store, right? To get paper clips, I found them. Yes, I did. One of those things. So next, I forgot I wanted to use that. So I want this butterfly. Maybe I'll just do that one. And we'll do a little one. So that little butterfly is not going to be used. This one is going to go right here. Oh my goodness, those two are having way too good of a time. So let's find, with all my little butterflies I've done, I didn't do any great ones, but I have a Lost Lagoon, which could be done up here. I think a little smaller one. And let's see, that could be the size with a little, why don't we do a little bit of gold on one? see what that looks like. That's pretty. So we're going to do that one there. Then I'm thinking maybe, do I dare put like a half of one? Do I have a little bit? Little teeny tiny one. Actually, I think I want 2 little tiny ones. And guys, I don't know where these dies came from. I'm sorry. But I know that they're not Stampin' Ups, and I'm sorry to say that too, because I wish they were. But I had these before I started doing, I think we're going to do that. I like that. Maybe I just add that one, and then do I add this big one to the center? Ooh. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right, so I need the Pigma pen because these butterflies have no antennae. So you don't have to do this. Big antennae. Big antennae. I like that. I don't think I need to put them anywhere else, but on that one, I needed it. So this one is going to get a little bit of glue and go on top of that one. Of course, this one just needs a dab of glue. And then these two need to go together. I could use the excuse you fell off your head and you lost your mind, Heavy, him playing in there with the kids, but that's not the truth of it. He was like that before he fell off. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really, really, really pretty. So what are we going to put on the inside? That's the question, right? Be kinder to yourself and let your kindness flood the world. See the sentiments surrounding you with love, sending loving thoughts. None of those work. None of those will do. So I could do hello, thinking of you. I'm starting to think we just don't do anything. Let's just do some stamping. Okay, so none of those work for me. So I'm going to do just, this is from, no, it's not from that one, is it? Let's see. That's why it's good to stamp them. It must be from this one, this paper pumpkin, because this one had 2 stamp sets. Yes, it's right here. That's the one we're going to use, and this is from March 2022's Beyond the Horizon. Actually, look at, no, we're going to use the butterflies, and this is going to be a blank inside card. But we're going to add a little bit of color if I can get it in its envelope. All right. Oh, you know what? We can use from Heartfelt Hexagon. I hope your day is filled with joy. That's a great one. That is going to be perfect. Do I have another stamp set? So let's lay it down. And this is going to be in the basic beige. I like it. I really wouldn't call this beige, though. To me, this has such a tinge of green in it. Okay, Lost Lagoon. Where is my stamp and piercement? I didn't pull out an envelope or any of that stuff for this card. So we're going to do it stamped off. 2 and 3, and then we're going to do a butterfly in Moody Mauve, bringing out the colors that we stamped. So stamped off again, like so. And then I think we're going to do we? No, we don't. We don't put another one on there. We're going to leave it just like that. We could do little speckly bits, but I don't think so. Let me leave it open for a minute. That's really inky, 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 inky. So we need an envelope. We need an envelope and a mailer. So clear envelope, address mailer. Right. See, I'm worried that that's just a little too inky. Okay. Gorgeous card. Oh, love it. We need... Yes, you've been on my mind. I'm going to use that one again and the large butterfly this time. We are going to do You've Been on My Mind in the basic beige. Some people said this is going to replace Very Vanilla. It's not. It's not that color. It is not even close. It's not going to replace it. I just know it because there's just no way. It doesn't have the smoothness. Okay. We want this 2. We want stamped off 3 because we're going to go here. Then I'm going to put a wing there. And of course, we're got to add a little bit of the Lost Lagoon. So stamp it off, add some there, there, and there. So that's our mailer, just as pretty as the card, right? It fits in the envelope nicely. You could make it larger, but I don't think it's necessary. And there is our card to go with it. So a little bit of the Moody Mauve, the Lost Lagoon, and the gold. The gold, the gold, the gold. I know this is champagne. So let's color this in gold. It dries lighter than it looks. You could go around with a marker, a blend, colored pencil, but I am going to add this. To the edges, and let me see if I can show you where it does dry. See, this is it here, just that little bit. Oh my goodness, the dogs are driving me nuts, and along with the rest of them in there. I mean, you'd think that my grandson had the whole football team over here or something, but no, it's just him and his grandfather. And they're just going to bark like idiots. So on this one, we're going to do a little bit. On this one, like that, because it's going to dry clear. Just adding I wonder if that's, I don't know. And let's add some color in here. I mean, I could also, oh, you know what? We're going to add some black in all this too. The black wing Costella. Oh my goodness. Let's do all of that. And then those little lines. Let's see, here, here. Oh, I apologize for the dogs. And I mean, I could go in there and yell at them, but would it really help? The answer is no. I would have to start this all over again. So black Wink Stella now. Because we're going to add just a little bit. Well, that's all that's going to go on that wing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sometimes little subtle bits really do oh, great. Now there's arguing going on. Just like teenagers. Okay, so you guys get the point, right? You get the idea of what I'm doing just by adding a little bit here or there. Okay, and we already have the Wink Stella in there. I'm going to do the little bodies here. I'm not sure that'll stay on the gold. But anyways, there you have it. Oh, it's going to be gorgeous when it dries. And it adds a little bit of color. And there's our matching mailer. Thank you so much for joining me and letting me share my love of paper crafting with you guys. I absolutely love, love, love doing this. And it's because of your comments and the way that you reach out to me and give me your feedback. So thank you so very much. I hope that you guys like this alternative, a little bit different. You don't have to add the little bits of color in there. You could have added it, used a Wink Stella brush. Let me show you. So a little bit of Moody Mauve, right? Oh, that's an awful lot in there. Sorry, I'm trying to reach for the Wink Stella. This is the gold. Why is this gold? Is that not my... Why do I have two Wink Stellas in gold? That's really weird. All right, clear. That's so utterly weird. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna lift this up. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Water and alcohol really don't mix, but I'm gonna take this in and add some color here and there on my butterfly. We can do this with we're just going to do it all, I guess. We're just going to touch it here and there. Ooh, that's a little too much. Sorry. Got a little too much on the brush. Okay, so now I'm going to wash this off really quick like. Got a lot of it spilled here. Okay, and I need to clean that out, so I can't close that up. I need a tissue. We need Lost Lagoon. There's already some in there. So now we're going to bring in the Lost Lagoon. And we took something that was beige. And we are now adding drops of color onto our butterflies. Very muted. It is there though, to mix in with those. And it sounds like my house has calmed down now. I knew they would. They just get testosterone, I should say. All right, let's add in. Where do we have? We need some here, and around. I don't even think that one needs mauve in it, but you guys get the gist, right? So look at that. Oh. Have to clean all of this off. This one doesn't have any mauve. And that one looks like it needs a little bit of mauve in it. Just when you think you're done, you find something you need to add some color to it. But I want to clean my brush off really well. So I hope that you guys like this one. Hope you guys like how I colored in my butterflies. Just slightly. Just gave them a little pop of color. And I would love to know what you guys think of this. So please let me know in a comment, like, share. If you are not subscribed, I would ask that you would consider. I know some people don't like subscribing. That's okay too. I am just happy you're allowing me to come in and share my love of paper crafting with you. Bye-bye for now, everybody. And please come back and visit me in my Wonderland.